pardon my lack of a voice. I just got back from Vegas, and that was very fun. Didn't take the solo, obviously, or else that would have taken me a few days to get there. I am on my way to the Mesa facility to get my first service done. I've got a couple of concerns about the vehicle. I'm not sure if I'm just nitpicking the vehicle, or, you know, if it needs service. The vehicle overall has been running very smoothly. I've had no issues as far as performance. I've had a little bit of suspension concerns. Light noise upon turning, coming to a stop. Not in the engine bay or anything like that, but like I said, suspension wise. I think I'm able to capture that sound for you guys right now. Let's see here. There's a bit of a light, I want to say rattle, on that back driving wheel. Just while I'm driving, you can kind of hear a... Again, I'm not sure if it's just something that as it breaks in, there's going to be a couple of sounds. We all have had vehicles. We all know that after time, it starts to develop some noises. So I don't want to be jumping the gun. Overall, charging, driving, acceleration, nothing has changed. It is 100% good to go. I've had no issues, no laggy starts, just those original torquey starts jumping right off the line. No issues whatsoever. Charging is going just fine. Battery retention has been fine. The list goes on. It's been great. Like I said, just a couple of concerns. Kind of waiting to see if this cop's gonna pull me over. I don't have a license plate yet, so it's just this little 1-day trip permit that I have in the front windshield. It's good for 45 days, so I've just been waiting to get pulled over. It's bound to happen. It gets all the attention in the world, and it's got no license plate, so it's only a matter of time until I get pulled over. There she is. They even gave me a courtesy detail. They are so sweet over here. I'm telling you, this is the nicest company I've ever had the pleasure of working with. All clean. You believe it? Inside and out. These guys are amazing. Total sweethearts. And as you can see, they did end up tightening up that belt. That was one of the concerns I had coming in, was I had a little bit of rattling going on in that rear driving wheel. And they had a little bit of a software update that they went ahead and put on there. So that's up to date. And they also gave me detailing, as I showed you guys. I just wanted to give you guys a small update as to what was going on with the vehicle. We are at about 1,100 miles. What was it? 1,147 now. And the vehicle's just been fantastic for me so far. I haven't had any obvious issues. Like I said, I had a little bit of a rattle in that rear driving wheel, but they seem to have fixed it right now. And yeah, it's been fantastic. These people are so sweet. Every time I see them, I get treated like royalty. I really love these people. Love working with them. As you can see, I got myself a little bit of advertising as well. And they did let me know that they did subscribe, or at least a couple of them in the shop subscribe. So shout out to those guys, really appreciate that. And yeah, we're back on the road looking absolutely fabulous. We had a concern with a little bit of suspension sound when going left and right. It does make a little bit of creaking, but that is normal. They're not exactly Rolls Royce as far as suspension goes. So totally normal. It's not going to be soundless, completely silent, that is. But it doesn't run rough. I was just being nitpicky with the sound. It wasn't completely silent, like I said. Everything appears to be in standard operating condition, and we are looking good. I'm being extremely picky. It runs amazing. It runs smooth. It feels smooth. I just wanted, that was just a concern I had. I didn't know if, that was standard operating condition. That's how it normally operates, or if I had a unique specimen. So I just wanted to make sure. And like I said, it all runs amazing. It feels amazing. There is no lack of performance from the day I bought it. I just had that one concern, and it appears that it's just normal. That's just the way it sounds. And that's okay with me. It still is an amazing stallion of a vehicle. The money I save every day charging and not fueling up, it's amazing. I love it. With the tightening of that belt, I didn't notice any sort of delay upon acceleration or anything like that, but they did let me know there was that little bit of slack in that belt, which was probably creating that rattle. And I'm not hearing as much of a rattle, but I still hear a bit of the rattle, but it's not as loud as it was. I anticipate this is also just normal sounds of driving the Solo. Nothing to be worried about. And the vehicle in every other aspect is running fantastically without any issue or concern. Oh, but you know what I'm just realizing, guys, is my radio isn't on. Uh-oh. Oh, and it appears to beep profusely now when the key's not in it and the door's open. Quiet. And now it beeps. Alright, so besides the radio and the new obnoxious beeping, which I'm sure they'll be able to fix with a simple, I'm sure they pulled the wrong fuse or something like that. And I just gave them a call. It looks like I'm gonna need to come back here tomorrow morning again at 8 a.m. and they can fix up the radio for me. Gotta improvise when you have to. I know, I hear you. We're going back to the shop right now though. But yeah, we're gonna take it back to the shop and we're gonna get that little radio issue sorted out, as well as that profuse beeping that keeps going on. They're saying they're gonna have a loaner for me, so that's pretty neat. I'd love to get like a white one, like Zane Edwards, shout out Zane Edwards, to drive around for the day. That'd be neat. But real royalty treatment with these guys. I love this company. Electromechanic has been absolutely fantastic, and everybody they have employed has been just a pleasure to work with. Alrighty, and we are here. Okay. I forgot to turn the radio on. Love it. User error, operator error. Love it. Thank you, buddy. All right, so we are on our way. Thanks again, Martine. Just the highest quality customer service you could ever ask for. Absolutely amazing company. Thanks, Martine. And funny story about what they had to say, about what Martine had to say, actually. Yeah, so there was nothing wrong at all. Your boy is just a little slow. Let's go over it. I didn't turn the radio on. No surprise. No, I was big oblivious. Also, the other feature where I was concerned that it was always beeping even when the key was out of the ignition and I wasn't, and the door was open. That was because I have always, and I never knew this, I always had the lights on. It's always been like that. I've never changed it. I didn't even know this was here. In fact, one time I tried to use the brights and I was wondering why I had to hold it and it wasn't just, staying on. Well, that's because I wasn't using my brights. So, if the lights are on, which I had them on, and the key's out of the ignition, right? And you open the door, like any sensible vehicle, it now tells you your lights are on and you're gonna be wasting power. Which, that I should have known that. But I had no idea. I thought that these were just running lights, because these are based out of Canada, and I know it's law that they have running lights. So I just figured they just had running lights, and that you couldn't really adjust any of the light features. And that was, of course, part of their software update that I did come in for, and that was to maximize the energy efficiency and to minimize any energy draws on the car. Like I said, they're always on top of it, constantly receiving and digesting feedback from customers. And you know what, guys? After I found that light feature, I started poking around because I'm like, wow, I'm super oblivious, and noticed, hey, this is right above my head. Not crash tested, not as safe as a car, no airbags, no anti-lock brakes. But you know what? We don't care about any of that stuff. We are good without it. And yeah, I just wanted to bring that to your attention because I cannot believe that I missed that all this time. What's up, dude? But also, you know what? The car has that natural drag, so it's always constantly slowing down by itself anyway. So that on top of, braking, ABS is kind of excessive. You're not exactly a rocket ship. I don't ever find myself needing to slam on the brakes very often, I'll be honest. I find myself more often than not going a little bit under the speed limit. So I pretty much catch every green, coast right into every light. If I do catch a red, it's all pretty smooth. So I don't really find any issues to mention as far as braking goes. Paid a visit to my favorite people though. for a free coffee mug, essentially. Shout out Martine. I mean, these guys are so nice. This is the best company to work for. If you have any hesitation about quality control or if they're going to be treating you right at this company, I'm telling you right now, you are going to be treated like royalty. I mean, literally rolled out the red carpet for me. As soon as I pulled up, they were ready for me. They had a loaner ready for me to take out just in case it was going to be longer than 5-10 minutes. Just absolute royalty treatment. Shout out Martine, shout out Eric Coyne, shout out James, shout out Naomi, shout out Noemi, shout out all you guys. And really that is it for this video. I just wanted to give you guys an update about how my first service went. Amazing as always. And we had a couple of hiccups that were of no fault of the company's, but completely my fault. No surprise. That's your boy. You're going to get used to that. Please comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends, or don't. Either way, I'm going to keep doing these videos. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.